All right, everybody. So my buddy Jack reached out to me and asked if I could try and convince his buddy to watch the Lord of the Rings franchise. Now, at first, when I thought of Lord of the Rings, I looked at the runtime and I was like, "Fuck that!" I was like, "This is not up my alley." Now, I was maybe 8 when I first watched this. 'Cause my dad loved The Hobbit, but he goes, Jared, just give it a chance. Now, it is called Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. It's PG-13. Came out in 2001. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes. Now, there are two other films to this. There's also, let's just say there's a lot containing Lord of the Rings, basically because it was a book franchise. Now, before I get into what I think about this film, let me just give you the cast, because the cast is extensive, and if you like anybody that's in the cast, you will enjoy this film. So we have Sean Astin, who plays Sam. We have Sean Bean, who plays Boromir. We have Billy Boyd, who plays Pippin. We have Andy Serkis, who plays Gollum. We have Viggo Mortensen, who plays Aragorn, which my mom loved him. We have Orlando Bloom, who plays Legolas. We have Kate Blanchett, who plays Galadriel. Galadriel. We have Christopher Lee, who plays Saruman. We have Ian McKellen, who plays Gandalf. We have Dominic Monaghan, who plays Merry. We have John Rhys Davies, who plays Gimli. We have Liv Tyler, who plays Arwen. We have Hugo Weaving, who plays Elrond. And we have Elijah Wood, who plays Frodo. Now, the whole premise of this film is centered around Frodo Baggins, who's kind of quested by Gandalf to destroy the One Ring to rule them all. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, this franchise is worth the watch. It is just the first film alone. It's worth it. Now, I'm going to kind of give you, I guess, an outsider's perspective. When you first start watching this film, if you were not entranced within the first 10 minutes of the film, because within the first 10 minutes, it gives you the whole spiel of what the whole trilogy is going to be about. It's going to be about this one ring that has to go to Mount Doom and be destroyed. If you were not into that, you will not be into this movie. You will not be into this trilogy. But with that being said, if you were not into that, I feel bad for you, because every single actor in this film is exceptional. Peter Jackson did an amazing job with casting each person for this film, and it soars off the page. Now, when I started this, I said it's 2 hours and 58 minutes. Guess what? That shit flies by. You don't even realize it. Now, IMDb gave it an 8.9 out of 10. And I agree with that 110%. I give it a 5 out of 5. Excuse me, because I may not watch it every year. I may not, sit there and love it. But it's enjoyable every time that I watch it. When you sit there and you realize how Aragorn does anything for these 4 hobbits, or Gandalf, Gimli, Legolas, Boromir, Arwen, all of these spiritual creatures, you have elves, you have I forget you have dwarves, you have so many spiritual creatures in this film that it brings like the Grimm fairy tales to life. And just like chemistry between them all, this was a very well done film, and I highly suggest you check it out if you haven't. I mean, it kind of sounds ridiculous, one ring that's so important, but this one ring affects their whole world. Could you imagine that? If there was just one ring that could sit here and, decide whether you live tomorrow or not. Like that's crazy. Now, if you are interested in watching it, it's on HBO Max. I highly suggest you check it out if you haven't. But let me know what you think. Like I said, maybe I'm just too passionate because my dad loved this. But I think that you guys should check it out because, like I said, it was done phenomenally. And I may even review the next two films because I love this franchise. And I'm glad that they added more and more because I think it deserved it. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.